Hi, I'm Tim, and I guess I like Star Trek as much as the next guy. I grew up with TV reruns of the old 60s Trek, and like William Shatner and Captain Kirk and stuff, and watched the movies. I'm not really a Trekker or a Trekkie or whatever they're called now, but you know, I like it. And then for some reason, when I was looking for a diary in my senior year of high school, I bought the Star Trek Captain's Logbook. Maybe because it was cheap, $6.95. So I typed up some of the entries for legibility's sake. Captain's Log, start date. Thursday, May 14th, 1992. 0.634. Part 1. We're in orbit around the planet Earth. I wrote this like Captain Kirk's never been to Earth. He was born on Earth. Atmosphere breathable. Temperature tolerable. The planet is highly populated and the natives are quite friendly, according to previous notes from earlier voyagers. Tomorrow Spock and I will beam down and try to assimilate ourselves into society. Kirk out. Part 2. Spock has pointed out that his size, physical anomalies, and chemical makeup would be difficult to hide on the planet below. Therefore, it seems I must make the journey alone. Starfleet Command has sent me a message saying they want me to beam down using a new process called trans-exchange. I will take over the body of a short, young loser called Tim Holsizer. His consciousness will be transported to this body, where the unknowing lad will be constantly sedated to suppress his personality. And the crew will work him to the bone to keep my body in peak physical condition. I, meanwhile, must try to observe the people and customs of Earth. Let us hope, no, let us pray for success. It's going to be a long mission. Beam me down, Scotty. Part 3. What a lousy body this twerp has. I must try to build it into a more muscular specimen, considering my reputation with the ladies. I had no experience with the ladies. I've wined and dined women across the cosmos, but I couldn't get a date with a cow in this body. Anyway, I'll be making weekly reports to the ship, and perhaps the time will pass more quickly than I think. Kirk, oops, Holsizer out. Friday, May 15th, 1992. Well, having time traveled back to 1992, I find myself in a unique situation, having to integrate myself into a society I know little about. Today I experienced school, a bizarre Earth custom, sending children from a community to one large building where they're divided by age and sent to different classes. I attended Studio Art 1, French, study hall, algebra, lunch, English, U.S. history, and choir. Everything is so simplistic and pitiful compared to my century. They still clean themselves using soap and water. And the food, well, the food is interesting. Later after school, I was on the radio doing a show. I played music, bizarre, I must say. I muddled my way through that, and later I played video games, primitive entertainment, with a friend of that Tim Kid. Monday, May 18th, 1992. Well, 5 days on Earth, and boy, am I horny. It's hard to get chicks when you look like this. Anyway, school was fascinating today. I saw a gorgeous young woman in algebra. Apparently this Tim Kid thinks she's wonderful, but can't get anywhere with her. I've been reading his previous diaries, and her name seems to be Adrienne. I'd advise the kid to forget about her, but it wouldn't work, right? Young people never listen when they're in love, even to salty space dog veterans like myself. Old love him and leave him Kirk, they call me. I remember that time on Rigel 7. I met a green-haired beauty with large breast-like protrusions. Hubba hubba. Alien women are the greatest. She taught me some techniques you wouldn't believe, like the... And then it purposely trails off for comedic effect. Friday, May 22nd, 1992. Kirk to Enterprise. Do you read me? Good. How are things in orbit, Mr. Spock? What? You think the crew's getting horny? Well, yes, I suppose that would happen on a 5-year mission. What? Scotty made a pass at you? And Dr. McCoy is seeing Lieutenant Dukura in his quarters for daily examinations? I see. Well, tell the crew to wank off by themselves for a while. Oh, I see. Okay, beam me up. I guess we'll have to cut this mission short for a trip to the whore planets of Darubda 5. Kirk out. And then we leave Trek for a little while. Tuesday, June 2nd, 1992. Ah, sweet youth. The resilience, the carefree happiness, the summertime romps in the grass with chums from school. Give me a break, what a crock! Sweet youth to me means sadness, depression, unrequited love, and getting bug bites. And getting made fun of, and hating those who go out with girls you like. Damn that Mike Wright. You know, it seems no matter what I do, there's always more to do. We have about 15 days of school left, and what do my teachers do? They assign end-of-the-year projects. Analyze poetry, cook French meals. Ha! If this be college prep, college can kiss my... We interrupt this diary to bring you the following special report. Coke with a chip has escaped the San Diego Zoo, mutated in the California desert, and attacked an orphanage. We now return you to the diary, which was already in progress. Ass! Thursday, September 3rd, 1992. Ah, life is such an emotional roller coaster ride. Some days life really sucks, but today school went great, and work went fantastic. I got paid too. $59.67, I'm rich! Tuesday, September 15th, 1992. Today after school I joined the yearbook and drama club. I'm kind of happy, but full of angst. Friday, September 25th, 1992. I went to school, I worked. I made the same fucking diary entry as usual. Gosh, I'm bored writing the same stupid shit day in and day out. I should write down my thoughts and feelings. Good night. Friday, October 2nd, 1992. Today I felt subversive, so I wrote, "Ban the patriarchy, bring back the snake," on a piece of paper, and slid it under the door of another humanities class. They didn't get the joke. You see, the world now is a patriarchy, and it used to be a matriarchy. Back then the snake and spider, now feared and hated, were symbols of fertility, held in high esteem. So the patriarchy put them in a bad light so that it could take over. I loved my humanities teacher. Like, anything he said, I was Monday, October 12th, 1992. Today we had yearbook pictures taken for various groups. It was okay. I was able to escape some classes. I got a haircut. I renounced my human emotions. They conquered me anyway. I can't wait for tomorrow. The same old thing. Wednesday, October 14th, 1992. Today I went to the dentist. Later, Kevin Kapitsky went to get trained in using a video camera, and we made a 2-minute movie for humanities in which we put ketchup on knives, pretended to cut ourselves up, used a hot dog in pretending to cut off my dick, penis, whatever. Then we took bites of it. It's all in the name of art. Tuesday, November 3rd, 1992. Today in school, we made big clouds of brown, foul-smelling smoke in a chemistry experiment. Coincidentally, Bill Clinton won the election. This entry, by the way, I don't get this because I'm basically a liberal, and I think I was then. Like, I was on the poetry magazine, but my parents were like right-wingers, so I think I was like trying to be like them. Bill Clinton won the election. Fuck! I don't want to spend the rest of my formative years under the thrall of a southern talking, hair weave addicted, laughing boy liberal president. He's got a vice president who's named after a verb, which means to pierce or stab with a horn or tusk. Al Gore. Shit. I especially hate that all the little teeny bopper dinks in my school are liberals with their tunnel vision. They fall victim to what the Democrats want them to think, which is Democrats equal change and change equals good. What horse shit? Sunday, November 8th, 1992. Ah, another interesting day of life on Earth. How interesting. It flies. Life is almost over for me. If I live to be 80, my life is about a quarter over. Plus, after about 60, I won't be able to function normally anyway. So my true life is about 1/3 over. Goodbye, cruel world. Just kidding. I intend to make 74 years old. I was born in 74. The Sega CD-ROM didn't come out today at work. I guess it'll arrive this week sometime. Hey, my life is short anyway, so why not waste a large portion of it manipulating moving images on a television screen? Life is short, play hard. Captain's log, started Sunday, June 3rd, 1993. Well, hello. We're back in orbit around Earth. The crew having sated its lustful desires and cravings on the hoar planets of Drub-Defied. I met a blue-skinned, seven-breasted wench in the capital city of the second planet. Wow! Her name's Exhaustic. And does she ever live up to it? Well, it appears that today the human male called Tim was grounded. Due to his late arrival the previous night, his friends Fokyan and Sean, both of which are also male Caucasians, went to his house and they all played video games for a large part of the evening. Well, tomorrow school starts again for the young lad after more than a week of doing quite a bit of nothing. I suppose I'll have to mind transfer again into his body and help him study. End of log entry. Captain's log, start date. Monday, January 4th, 1993. Hey, howdy gang, Kirk here. My first day back in the kid's body was a rousing success. I attended school and later I joined his family in going out to eat. An Earth custom where the family unit dines at a location other than home. Unfortunately, it seems the lad got a less than satisfactory report from one of his classes in school, one in which he studies an Earth language called French. His parents reprimanded me. Bummer! Captain's log, start date, Tuesday, January 5th, 1993. Well, today I went to school and paid the $34 that Tim kid owed a person for 12 throwing stars. Brass knuckles, and the bounty hunter. Here I drew a picture of what appears to be brass knuckles with a knife coming out of it. I don't even remember buying this. They're good weapons, though primitive. Nothing like our phasers, indeed. Later I walked to the kid's job at Toy Works, a pushy retail store, and manned the cash register. An interesting old Earth device. At least it uses electricity. I noted that the manager on duty, Dawn, can be a real bitch. Captain's log, start date, Monday, January 11th, 1993. Life on Earth is routine. Today I went to school in this Tim kid's body. Later I copied a Japanese cartoon called Dangayo onto a videotape. I watched Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. That was one fucked up movie. I mean, way out there. Anyway, a bit strange, but well filmed. Secret thoughts are what this diary needs. Stuff I would be embarrassed to let anyone know. Tim's daily secret. I have never kissed a girl on the lips, and I can't wait to. It looks great. Tuesday, March 2nd, 1993. I love this. Being able to write down anything I want, and who's to stop me? Just a century ago, a person would probably not write much in the way of scandal. It might be, Pa and I rode to town today. I worked fixing a fence at Mr. Greenlee's house. I like to work under the sun while I whitewash a fence. It feels nice and warm. Wednesday, November 10th, 1993. This is great! I'm working at Bookland a lot this week, so I'll make tons of cash. So I can buy some Christmas gifts. I've been reading Howard Stern's new book at Bookland. I wouldn't buy it, but it's interesting reading. It's kind of funny to hear his personal sexual escapades. This dude has no qualms about telling how much he loves masturbating and how he got 4 fingers inside his wife's vagina on the first date. What a horny devil! Tuesday, November 16th, 1993. Today I immersed myself in the internet. Going to all sorts of various networks between classes. I got involved in conversations all across the US. It's an incredible feeling being part of the first generation of public access infonet users. Someday it will be faster, more efficient, and infinitely diverse. I don't know how people would be able to stop. There's so much power. Being able to meet people from different countries and knowing no one can see you makes it that much more enticing. Meeting people and so on. I mean, I may be a lot thinner than I was at the start of high school, but I'm still no Schwarzenegger. And I'm incredibly shy with first meetings. If it weren't for the system at school, I'd never have known Melissa or any of the other million people I met today in various places. I was crushed when the Mac lab closed at midnight, kicking me out. I was probably online at least 3 or 4 hours today. I know I'm babbling, but I don't give a shit. This is great! Wednesday, November 17th, 1993. I was on the computer for 3 hours after class today before I went to work. I feel drained. It was a gray, rainy, sad dream day. I dreamed strange things and felt slow and melancholy. I felt alone on the internet, receiving few responses to my messages. Work was slow and glazed like a turtle donut, I suppose. Nothing came for me in the mail at home. Thursday, November 18th, 1993. Well, more networking antics today as I stumbled across a list of addresses to call on the internet. More bulletin board systems like Rutgers in Arizona, and some MUDs, mostly role-playing games, multi-user dungeons. My code name or handle on the network is Akira. I don't know why, I just picked it. We watched Italian neo-realism and French New Wave movies in film class today. I fell asleep during the 400 Blows. Not a bad movie, but I was tired. Today was New Comics Day downtown, so I bought a couple. Spawn. Last but not least, Friday, November 19th, 1993. What a week. 1 week ago, I knew nothing about the school computer system. Then last Saturday, I picked that random name and she told me the BBS addresses. I called them and met new people like Ellen at Bridgewater College in Massachusetts. Is she here tonight? I found a list of the BBS networks that told about role-playing games to use, so I've started using Grimnadiku.mud, a Scandinavian game in Denmark. But it was I was lost without a clue until today. There I was, standing naked and weaponless. And then it said, Eskel enters the room. The game always tells you when someone enters. So I typed, say hello, Eskel. And guess what? Eskel asked me to join him in adventuring. So I followed him around and he got me food and water and clothes and weapons. He taught me tons of commands and how to fight, rest, map, and gain experience. We opened a second connection on a different window and got a talk connection going so we could have a conversation while we played. He says his name is Tu Wennerberg, age 19, and he's in his first year at DTH, Danish Technical University. We agreed to meet next Friday and play again. Meanwhile, I intend to catch up with him. He's at level 2. I'm going to kill some rabbits and sparrows and mosquitoes and stuff. Wish me luck, nobody.